Hi, my name is Lisa Persons, and I'm a spiritual director at Ignatius House. In the new Contemplatio series, The Company We Keep, we are invited to reflect on people we encounter along our faith journey. This week, we pay attention to older believers who, by their example, have become foundation stones in our spiritual lives. In the Titus reading, Paul emphasizes the importance of the soundness of aspects of a life of faith. Soundness in love, in instruction, endurance, and speech. As we choose the company we keep, how do we know when someone's instruction is sound? One meaning of the word for soundness means correct, but the Greek word for soundness, hugiaino, also means healthy, wholesome, and nourishing. The fruits of the Spirit are signs of sound teaching and example. I think when we encounter sound teaching, we know it in our hearts. Sound teaching brings us joy, encouragement, and strength. The instruction that Paul gives to Titus has lots of invitation in it, invitation to healthy ways of living that strengthen us. The gender differences in the passage reflect the culture of Paul's time and aren't so helpful. But Paul is encouraging all individuals to embody qualities that will inspire and build up the community. Each of us are to seek out good company. In these days, when our attention can be so hijacked, we need to devote extra care to put ourselves in good company. In good company, we can give and receive the fruits of the Spirit. All of us have known people who seem to shine with special qualities, whose way of life lifted our hearts, who showed us the face of love. I invite you to call to mind a few of those faces of those who have loved you into being, or who you witnessed living their faith in a way that inspired you and shaped you. Those people are the old stones that Pope Francis describes in the second reading as being part of that firm foundation. I think of my grandmother, who shared with me her daily habit of reading the Word and journaling. Because she struggled with anxiety, she turned intentionally to tools of faith that would help her overcome. Her daily practice of devotion and reflection stayed with me and has become a stone in my faith foundation. Other foundation stones that come to mind are individuals who embody welcome and trust with their listening hearts, who seem aflame with the love of God. We can also call to mind the communion of saints who come to us through their written word or through stories told about them. They can become friends and a source of spiritual direction for us when others aren't available. In his daily reader, All Saints, Robert Ellsberg describes lives that can inspire us as we live out our stories. And we need stories to fire up our imaginations. Those who have come before us are important members of the company we keep. Pope Francis tells those of us entering our senior years that God never abandons us, never. In the eyes of the world, our powers may have declined, but God does not choose based on appearances or our role in society. God looks into the heart. And this is a word of encouragement to all of us, that though we might feel powerless, God discards no stone. The oldest are the firm foundation on which the new ones can rest. To our last breath, we can be sources of nourishment and strength for one another. We are all working together on building of the house of God.